didn't, but we'll try. Let's try it again. This is where the technical workshop kicks in. Let's see if that works. We're just going to randomly start keep pushing buttons over and over till we get the one I want. Anyway, pretend this one in the lower right-hand corner is like fully blown up, and it isn't. So we are going to wing it here. And Louise is here. Yes, she is. She's Louise and Jairus Cook are in the green room. That's where we're for the the guests are getting like a lot of freebies and swag bags. Not like the Golden Squirrel Awards. We're not that good off right now. It's a work in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me on that. Let's see if we can just try. Ooh, I got an idea. Let's try this. Maybe this will work. What up? See, I was trying to do JS Live like that. There's like the little bumper there. I'm trying to make it go full screen, but we'll work on this. All right. And let's go like that. And if I want to get rid of something, I can get rid of it that way. And we'll figure it out later. So how do we get rid of that? Oh, is our man Peter in the room? Peter, how do we get rid of this top little bug thing here? The JS Live bumper thing. If anybody in the studio audience knows, we can figure it out later. Anyway, guys, coming up later this evening here on the wonderful Happs program, we have a talented musician from New Jersey, Jairus Cook. He'll be performing for us later. Our next guest is from New Zealand, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, and an amazing friend. She is not only a tour guide, she is also a woman who has traveled all over the world. She has been here to the States. As a matter of fact, there's a picture of her right way back there with a bunch of us here in Chicago. And she also does a little cooking. I swear she was literally cooking earlier this evening, and she's here with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Joining us this evening on a Friday evening, please say hello to the absolutely amazing and talented, I said amazing 7 times, do a shot. Here's Miss Louise Poppy. Hello, Louise.
Kia ora.
How are you?
I'm good. Can you sound okay? You can hear me?
Yeah. Sienna Noah.
Cool.
Hi there.
Oh, no, that was awesome. I loved you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
I'm experimenting here. To make sure that I can. Oh, I know what I can do. There we go. Let's get rid of this. We'll get rid of the bean. We'll make Luis number 1. This is, again, live raw television, ladies and gentlemen. Live streaming here. So let's go like that. There we go. Let's put you right there. And then Noah's in the corner. I'm kind of over here doing the interview thing. And then we have JS Live in case people are jumping in and going, what the heck is this program? I'm Jim. I'm from the northwest suburbs of Chicago. This is JS Live, our weekly program where we talk with some of the greatest people on this platform as well as other platforms. And we get to just kick back and relax. It's kind of a good alternative from all those other network television programs. You know what I'm saying? So, Louise, thank you so much for coming by here. You were broadcasting, I swear, like 3 or 4 hours ago. And,
thank you. It's great to be in Chicago.
Yeah, and you were on there broadcasting today, and I swear you're doing Foodie Friday with dates.
Yes, I was. Yeah, we had a date with the dates. I didn't know dates were so healthy until I started doing a bit of research, and then now I'm into dates. I'm going to eat 2 dates a day.
There you go.
Everybody else should as well. Yeah.
That is just absolutely amazing. And guys, make sure you are subscribing to that young lady right up there in New Zealand, if you will. She was one of the first live streamers that I personally started following back on that other network back in the day. It starts with a P and ends with an E, and it says Erisquap in the middle. And yeah, so anyway, thanks for coming by here. This is awesome. I've always been, like I said, you're a Golden Squirrel Award winner. Tell us a little bit about how you first ever, like your first live stream, your live broadcast was on your phone, and where were you? What was the subject?
Oh, so it was actually quite accidental. I'd been in Japan and I'd been with my son, and he said to me, "Oh, I found this app and I think you'd really enjoy it." So he introduced me to Periscope, and that was in the right at the beginning. And we sort of watched a few things, and we decided that we would do a scope on the way to the airport, and then we forgot to do it. And I came back to New Zealand and put my phone down and didn't think any more about it. And a couple of weeks later, I think it was in August, and I happened to be at Cornwall Park, and I thought, oh, this is amazing. And I suddenly remembered I had this app. So I picked up my phone. I didn't even know to put a title in. I pressed the go live button, and 54 people came on. And somebody in Brazil said to me, "I've been there, I know it." And it was amazing. I was hooked from that point on. So in fact, that first day I did 3 with no titles.
Now, when you saw the 54 total viewers, you're probably like, okay, this isn't for me. You're taking your phone. You're like, all right, goodbye.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then I thought, because I'm a tour guide and I didn't do anything for a couple of days, and I thought, well, how can I make this work for me? And I decided the only way was to be consistent, and I would do 1 live broadcast a day, because at that time your broadcast automatically disappeared after 24 hours.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I constantly kept doing 1 per day, and gradually built up, and I still do 1 a day.
It's therapeutic, isn't it? Oh, go ahead, Noah.
That's actually why I became a family-friendly brand, because initially I would swear a lot and I'd make dirty jokes because it wouldn't save, so it doesn't matter. But then they started to save them and went, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, and of course, Luis, and a lot of you remember the days when you had to use Catch to archive all of your videos that you shot on that other network on Periscope back in the day. And I never did that either. Did you ever use Catch at all to save some of your old?
I did, but then when Catch disappeared, I just let all my scopes go. And actually, I still have no incentive to save anything that I've done, and because to me it's in the past, and I'm always looking forward to the future. So there's no point actually to save anything now using Happs. Of course, we've got them going to YouTube and Facebook and different places. So to me, it's always stepping forward. I don't need to look back on what I did last year.
You're forging.
Although I will have a look at some of those ones from Chicago.
Oh my goodness, we had such a blast. I wish I wasn't.
We had fun, yeah.
In case you never, I think I talk about this every other day on my broadcast. It was such a pleasure meeting Luis. She was here traveling the country here in the States, and it happened to be the night before my birthday. And we met up at Navy Pier at the Bubblegum Shrimp Company right there along the lake, near the big Ferris wheel and all of that. And we had a great time there. We went back to this rooftop, beautiful, spectacular rooftop.
Boutique Ivy Hotel. Yeah.
Yes.
I was staying there, and it was the opening night of the rooftop bar. So we celebrated your birthday at midnight on that rooftop.
Yep. And everyone was throwing those pillows at me. It was Dana Cyril and Bugsy Cruiser Chris and Chicago Dave. And everyone's throwing pillows at me. My glasses were like this. I'm like, just take it over. But
it was fantastic.
It was so fun. It was so fun. Hey, if you're just jumping on the broadcast, welcome to JS Live. We do this every Thursday night here on Happs, the network of now, trying to provide a weekly alternative to the late night talk variety shows. Kind of doing it live streaming with a live community audience, and everyone's typing in comments. So keep on commenting and sharing out and saying hi to each other. It's Happs, unity is community. And speaking of community, Luis, I have another interesting. I know I always I throw questions at everybody off before we have them jump on the show, just to make sure that I'm, asking safe and comfortable questions. You have traveled everywhere around the world. You have shown us pretty much the whole globe. Can you tell us some of your favorite?
Yeah.
Well, show some of your favorite destinations. Tell us some of those.
Well, yes, favorite destinations. Of course, I love Korea. I love I love visiting Korea. I love the culture. I love the people, and I love the food. And I lived there for a year, so I'm very familiar with it. It's sort of like I always feel like I'm going home when I'm there. And I always say I left my soul in Seoul. But there's lots of other. It doesn't matter where I go in the world. It's always my favorite place, because I'm actually a slow traveler. It's not about the destination. It's not about the getting there. It's about what I'm doing when I'm there. And it's really about the people and the food. So right. I think slow travel is when you actually really connect with the place. It's very easy to fly into somewhere for a couple of days and do the museum and the art museum and do a couple of restaurants and do a bit of shopping. And people say, I've done it. You've never done anywhere. You've got to slow down. You've got to sit and have that coffee. You've got to talk to people like we did in Chicago. You know, 10 minutes in a museum is usually enough for me. I'm happy to get out on the street and then go to the local cafe and talk to people.
And that was the best part is that people think that when you go to Perry meetups, or when we used to go to Perry meetups around the country and around the world, that all we did was we'd have our phone like this and just stream it continuously, and we didn't. It was a very small part of that whole experience. And I think Louise can attest to this as well. There was so much time that all of us spent together with our phones away from us. And that was
often we didn't. You know, it spoils the moment when you get your phone out and you start doing something with a bunch of people.
Exactly.
I always think it's when social media becomes antisocial.
Yep.
So it's we can pull people into us anytime, but when you're with a group of people, it's that, you know, face-to-face, heart-to-heart stuff that really matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the best part is you could anytime jump on your phone or your desktop and say, I don't that way. But when you have a face-to-face with actual eye contact, it takes that whole meetup thing to the next level. And it's something that I miss so dearly now that the Rona is still around and everything. And
with the meetups, it's always been like suddenly you really know the person already, even though you're meeting for the first time. You actually really know them. There's a big connection. Right. Hey, and I just want to say, I'm watching all the comments going up here. Blaine, Ryan, Cosmic Rose, Helen, Shirley's there. Oh, it's so exciting to see Mrs. Chu. It's so exciting to see Gannets, of course. Yes, it's so exciting to see you all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And like I said, guys, if you have any questions for Luis, you know, we made poor Noah over there in the corner. He's on the couch next to us over here. Noah's like, you know, I'm like, okay. Before I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to have you just turn you out to the studio audience, and they're going to ask you to do impersonations. And so if you have any questions for Louise as far as her travels and her adventures, please let us know. And while we do that, Louise, you mentioned your travels, and tell us about your favorite airport and your least favorite airport.
I'll start. It all comes down to experience, doesn't it? You know what it is. The airport that I've enjoyed the least would have to be Jakarta in Indonesia.
Indonesia, okay.
Because the traffic in Indonesia, I mean, it's a few years ago since I was there now, and I was actually there for work. And I had to allow 4 hours just to travel to the airport, and then I had to make sure that I had 4 hours at the airport to get everything organized. There is nothing happening in the airport. The food is terrible. There's nothing, but there's no guarantee you'll actually get to the airport. You could have a monsoon, like a big thunderstorm. You know, it's crazy. So Jakarta I'd love to go back again now. Maybe it's different, but definitely it was the worst experience I ever had in an airport. Right. But I flew from Jakarta to Surabaya and different places around Indonesia as well. So that is the one airport that really stood out to me as giving me the worst experience. My favorite airport has to be Incheon in Seoul.
Oh, nice. Over in South Korea. Nice.
It is. They have two international terminals. One is only used by Korean Air, which is the one I use. The other airlines all use the older airport. It's so high tech. They've got little robots running around asking you things. The lounges are gorgeous. The food's amazing. The shopping's gorgeous. There's so much happening in the airport. It's just amazing.
That is absolutely fantastic.
So I would go there 4 hours early just to be able to take in everything that's there. That's cool. And they have lovely cultural events, so you can, join in with some music, or you can make something. They really, really cater for tourists.
That sounds very hospitable and warm and welcoming. Airport.
Very, very, very efficient and very clean. Yeah,
that is truly amazing, guys. If you're just jumping in, welcome to JS Live. Thursday Night Spectacular here on Happs, the network of now. Next week on the program, scheduled to appear the amazing Euro Maestro from Paris, France. Also, Uke Berry is tentatively scheduled for us, plus a special musical guest will join us here next week as well. 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, here on Happs, the network of now. And go ahead.
Sorry, Helen was just asking if there's anywhere I haven't been that I'd like to go. So
yes.
Is it okay? I'll answer her. I would really, really love to go to Egypt.
Egypt, look at you. That's so cool.
I've always wanted to go to Egypt. I mean, my father was there during the Second World War, and I saw all the old photos of the sphinxes and the pharaohs, and it was amazing. And I've always had this dream about going to Egypt. So, and then today I'm cooking with dates, so who knows? That could be next on the list.
I have a question.
Yes. Here's Noah.
So you have such a lovely accent yourself, but what is the coolest accent that you've heard in your travels?
Ooh, good question.
Well, I don't know, because I'm a little bit immune to them now, because I used to work with international people coming into New Zealand with all sorts of accents. So I'm really good at picking up accents. My linguistic skills are quite good, but my favorite accent, really, I can't. I'm sorry, I just don't. I can't think of one. I can identify them really, really quickly, but But you'll be good at it because you can copy them.
Now that Noah brings this up, Louise, do us Chicagoans have a really like a D's, Dems, and Does type of accent? Do we have accents here in the States?
I didn't really notice. I mean, I did notice from different areas, Texas, through to Florida and different places. I did notice a difference, but eventually it became to be quite normal for me. And, I was just hearing it. Things I do, actually, English, a lot of the English dialects I have problems with.
The Midwest in the States, like the middle of the States, they kind of have the same accent, but there are people that are extreme. There are some people that have like an extreme form. It's like Massachusetts. Not everyone talks with the pak the ka in the Harvard yard. That's just specifically people that are like Southies from like Boston, like strict from Boston. But people in Massachusetts normally just have a normal accent.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's normal to us, isn't it? Whatever we speak is normal to us. Shirley was just asking me how many languages I speak. Well, I speak English fluently, but I have studied and grew up with Maori, which is our traditional language. But I speak a little bit of Japanese and a little bit of Korean. I've studied both of them, but I don't actively. I can read Korean quite well, but I don't actively use unless I'm traveling and I need to do something. So I have a little bit of conversational Korean and Japanese only for travel.
Got it. And I mean, but so in conclusion, so Noah, do I sound like I have an accent?
I would say that in general, you don't sound like you have an accent, but you have words that you say differently than people here.
Okay. That could be kind of fun.
Like I have a friend from Ohio, and she talks normally, but then every once in a while she'll say a word, and I'll be like, "What?"
I think it's slang that gives away an accent as well. So, you know, different areas, different countries use different slang, and people always say there's so much slang spoken in New Zealand. And I think that's true too, although I'm not using slang, but we do, and we incorporate a lot of Maori words into our daily language as well. So, which of course I'm not doing, but you know, I think it's slang that really helps define an accent.
Wow. That's something else. Now, one other question we have for you, for Louise, because coming up here in a little bit, guys, we're going to have a musical guest. We're going to have Jairus Cook, Golden Squirrel nominee, as well as an all-around good guy who's on Happs as well as Twitch, and he's on the Gram, and he's on Twitter. He's all over the place. He's going to do a live musical performance for us this evening as well. So make sure you stick around for that. You mentioned food. I know you guys were just doing your Friday lunch, thing, your Friday foodie thing with dates. Tell us some of the favorite foods prior to today. I know that you want to say dates, but prior to today, tell me some of the, because you did lunch with Louise a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people love it. What is the favorite meal that you like to prepare?
Well, of course, in New Zealand, we have a lot of nice seafood, kai moana. So I'm always eating fish and preparing seafood. And I love eating it in Japan in different kinds of ways as well. I eat just about everything.
That makes me
happy. And I'm really adventurous with food as well. So you might be surprised at some of the things that I've eaten, but I don't mind trying everything, at least for the first time. But as far as my favorite foods, I love seafood. I love anything that's fresh. I just like all food. And that was one of the reasons. I mean, when I was doing lunch with Louise, that was during the lockdown when I had really nothing else I could scope about. So I decided that every day I do lunch with Louise, and that sort of like continued on. So I want to take lunch with Louise over here to Happs. I don't want to do it as lunch with Louise. So it's going to be Foodie Friday. So every Friday we do something to do with food, and it might be cooking, it could be eating, it could be shopping. But I want, it's a little bit different now, and I think it's good. As I said before, I'm not interested in anything I did before. I want to move forward. So we'll move to Foodie Friday.
Forge ahead. You can't, and nothing beats you.
And it is Friday in New Zealand, everybody. And the future's looking fantastic. And the America's Cup has been happening today, and England beat America, and it's all good.
They're dancing in the streets over in Auckland. Yes.
There's so many people out down by the harbour watching them. It's really, really amazing.
Yes. So Jairus, if you're in the room, I just sent an invite. So what you have to do, Jairus, is you have to tap in the, accept my invitation, and then get out of the interview, and then just jump back in. Go live, and then there'll be an invitation there for you to jump in.
If you're a guest, can you guest from your phone, or do you have to be on the computer?
I could be on my phone. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, it's just that this phone is not the greatest. But we're working on it.
Can I just say thank you I can see all your comments here, everybody. It's just so fabulous to see you. I'm sorry, I'm sort of trying to look at Jim, and then I'm trying to catch the comments, but thank you so much. You guys are so supportive, and it's just awesome for us to be able to do this and see you all. Amy, fantastic. Yeah, it's just lovely. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Louise. The amazing Louise Poppy. Louise, can you stick around for another 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, I'm going to be here for the whole show.
We're going to have Noah slide over on the couch a little bit. We're going to have someone else jump over and slide on the couch, Johnny Carson style, here in the States. And then we're going to bring on our next guest, who's going to be our musical guest, ladies and gentlemen. Where do I start with this guy? Man, the guy's from New Jersey. He has a new song out that he dropped with Minnie Davey. He also has a song that was really powerful that he's going to probably share with us here later this evening. I'm not going to leak it out quite yet. We'll let the man do it for us. And plus, he is best known on my broadcasts for the Golden Squirrel Awards for his Golden Squirrel Medley, where he takes his guitar and he just wings and improvises about 12 categories into one big blob. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us from New Jersey, please welcome the amazing Jairus Cook. Hello, Jairus.
What's going on? How's it going?
Sir, where I'm winging this on the fly. I'm still getting used to this little wacky thing that they call Happs. So we're trying.
Me too. You and me both.
I'm going to see if I can move you around here. There you are. You're right up in the front. I wish I could get rid of that stupid bean. I mean, I want to minimize that. People know what this show is. They want to see Louise. They see Noah over it. Wait, I'm trying to. How am I supposed? All right, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do it this way. Okay, so I'm over at O'Hare Airport. Okay, over here is Noah. Over here. All right. Up there is Louise. Over there is the bean, which I want to get rid of. Peter, how to get rid of the bean on broadcast studio? And the man is way up there. Up there. That's Jairus, guys. Jairus, how are you, bud?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Very good. Thank you so much for coming by. Say hi to Louise Poppy and Noah Bakari. They're over on the JS Live couch, or virtual couch.
Hello, Louise. Noah, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
What's going on? What's up?
Got a couple of coasters over here, you know, and it's great to have you guys on board this evening. And
East Coast takeover.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is what a fun cast we have here tonight. And Jairus, I know I have you do one song, but the song I was going to mention also was that powerful video that you did with Mindy Davy. Can you tell us a little bit about that video?
Yes. So we that song was actually a long time coming. We actually started working on that song probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And it went through a couple of different iterations, but we wanted to, put a song out there that would, sort of soothe all of the tensions that's kind of been going on. And,
right.
We both have a history of using music in a way that's positive and compassion and shows kindness. So music is powerful. So we decided to do that.
Absolutely.
That's how it was born.
Both you and Mindy just clicked on that song. I mean, it was powerful stuff. Great work on the post-production as well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
And this first song you're going to be singing this evening, Jairus, is a song that I heard last week, and I'm like, I'm booking this guy in my show. I have no people. This is my staff. My wife Maureen Ashley is up there, probably going, Jim, you're spending too much time on that Happs app, but she downloaded it, right? But at any rate, Jairus, tell us a little bit about the first song you're going to be performing for us this evening.
So I'm going to be doing a song called Dreams. So really quick fun fact, when I recorded this song, some of you may or may not know that I had a procedure done over the summer where I had to get 3 wisdom teeth removed. Ooh. So which left my jaw wired shut. So I actually recorded this song with a wired jaw, and I recorded it and sang it, and because I don't know, I was just tired of not being able to sing. But it was kind of a journal entry to myself, really, to because it was kind of a rough time because I couldn't eat solid food, and it was the 4th of July, and there were barbecues and good smells all around, and I could participate in none of it. Yes. So, I thought I would write a song that would, that would motivate folks, to keep me motivated, and I thought other people would relate too. So, Dreams was born.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here to perform his song Dreams. I mean, this song hits home today more than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Jairus Cook.
Thank you. Lately, I've been thinking about all my dreams, and I hope one day, someday, that I achieve all my dreams, basically, yeah. 'Cause I've been focused on what I want. My need to breathe don't exceed my hope to dream. Now I'm just playing, I'm playing. Naysayers try to come through, try to drag me down with the excuse that it's much too hard. Get a real job and take what you can get. Oh, I really don't subscribe to living a life that ain't really mine. To trying to impress to gain the upside. Let's take the road that's less tried. I don't want a reality that's linked to the chains of mediocrity. And so I strive for greater possibility and reach beyond what comforts me. Lately, I've been thinking about all my dreams. And I hope one day, someday, that I achieve all my dreams. Basically, yeah. But through the storm and through the rain, I gave it time and I found my strength. And I made mistakes, every cut and scrape. I bend but don't break. I feel life will never try, give up the dream. And time goes by, I'd rather die than to go on this joyless ride. Cause I say just what I wanna be, just what I wanna do. Nobody can take it from you. Nobody else can do what you do, yeah. I determine the life I lead and what that looks like. But now I succeed. Now I'm on the path to my destiny and keep it to a steady beat. Lately, I've been thinking about all my dreams. And I hope one day, someday, that I achieve all my dreams. Basically, yeah. So I've been focused on what I want, yeah. I've been focused on what I want. But hold on to your dreams. Don't give up easily. Fight through adversity. Believe in your dreams, yeah. I've been thinking about all my dreams. And I hope one day, someday, that I achieve all my dreams. Basically, yeah. Lately.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Darius Cook, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Nicely
Thank
done.
you very much.
Nicely done. So that's amazing because that song now more than ever hits home for all of us and everything, you know?
Yes.
And, as you can tell, I'm experimenting with this wonderful broadcast studio app. So this is as raw as it gets. And look at it, you're all ISO
Yeah,
now.
no worries.
You get to see the studio audience, and we want Noah and Louise to hang out here, like they're on the couch, checking out your content, gig, and everything like that. So, since we got you full screen, how about we have you do one more song? I just literally when I DM'd you the other day, I said, you know what, just wing it. Let's have some fun.
Listen, Jim, you know I'm good at winging it. So
yeah, I was just gonna say improvise and.
All right, so this song is called.
Oh, you're muted out there a little bit. What was the name of the song? I'm sorry, you cut out.
This song is called Charming.
Okay, cool. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the one and only Darius Cook.
Hope you guys like it. Here we go. As the wind passes over my face and my horse is getting into a gate, I journey deep into the forest, hoping I'm the first one to the key. I heard there's a beautiful princess deep in a perpetual sleep. I'm hoping I can find my way in without ever using a key. But I heard that a kiss is a poison, but no one dares to try but me. I'm hoping that when she wakes up, I'm hoping she don't think me a creep. So my destination's off in the distance. I'm feeling things that I never felt, but all I wanna do is back out. There's a dragon and it's angry as hell. I'm used to angry mobs and pitchforks and torches that light up the sky. But coming face to face with a dragon means to leave it to some other guy. But I heard that a kiss is a poison. No one dares to try for me. I'm hoping that when she wakes up, I'm hoping she don't think me a creep. Yeah. So I journey back into the water. I don't give it another thought. If you ever needed a hero, text that other guy with your phone. I'd be in my house all alone, wishing I had the strength to go on.
Wow. Jairus Cook, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Truly, truly amazing, ladies and gentlemen. What a great jam that was, guys. Give it up for Jairus Cook. Put some emojis up. That was sweet, man. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Loved it, indeed. That was a lot of fun.
God. A lot of people put up a lot of sock emojis. So, yes, I didn't do the sock song.
You did the sock song. You did the sock song for the GSAs, didn't you?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Give me I think our studio audience, I think we can squeak in one. I started late tonight because of technical glitches from yours truly. And like I said, for everyone watching this, thank you for spending your Thursday evening. We try to make this an hour-long show, and then we're done. We might do an after show program after this, separate from this, so Louise can get some rest. She's up late tonight, and Noah's up late. You guys, you night owls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even the time yet.
Let's do one more, Jairus. Would you got room for one more jam? All right, one more song.
Yes. I thought you would never ask.
Yeah, we're gonna.
All right, show me your side.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Pumpkin for an encore, the one and only Jairus Cook.
If you know the song, sing along, or put up some sock emojis. I don't want you to think that I'm being cruel. I really don't have anyone to do, no. I want a little compromise in my life now, babe. I'm hoping this question won't earn me a slight. I got a special request, babe, one that you don't often get. But show me your socks, or maybe open pops now, babe. Will that get me blocked now, babe? I know you told me to stop, baby. Show me your socks. I'm begging and I'm pleading, 'cause I do it for you. This for real life, I never ever asked this of you. Yeah. Suddenly I know courage like I never knew. It's in my basement, I'm the king and you're the fool. I got a special request, babe, one that you don't often get. Show me your feet. I swear I just wanna peek down, babe. Well, pull back the sheet down, babe. I swear that I'm not a creep, baby. Show me a toe. Now wiggle, wiggle, that's how we go. But put on a show now, babe. I swear that I'm not a troll, baby. Show me your feet, just a fraction of a second, baby. Show me your size. You really wanna make day, then open your mouth. Well, hold on, wait a minute. I've been blind.
Outstanding job. The one and only Jairus Cook, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What a great song that was. God, that's a classic. That is an absolute classic, without a doubt. Without a doubt. God, that hour went fast. Ah! Unbelievable. Jairus, thank you so much, sir. Much appreciated, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Guys, and Jairus, plug your stuff before we go. Plug away.
Yeah. Yes, I am on all social medias, Jairus Cook or Jairus Cook Music. Make sure you guys stream Dreams on Spotify. There's a song called Enough is Enough that I did with Mindy Davy, which Jim mentioned earlier. And there's also a video for it on my YouTube channel as well. So make sure you guys check that out.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you, Jairus, for joining us. Also, a special thanks to the amazing and talented Luis Poppy. Luis, thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you. Thanks, Jairus. That was awesome. I loved it. Yeah. Even I've got friends joining from Wellington, I can see.
Excellent.
Thank you, Louise. And you guys were fantastic as well. Noah, your impressions are hilarious.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you to Ari. Great interview. A lot of fun. Jairus, Luis, and Noah, your impressions were just so spot on. Thank you guys for spending Thursday night with us here.
Thanks for having us,
Jim.
Thank you.
Yes,
next week on the program, tentative guests include the amazing Euro Maestro from Paris, also the amazing artist and community leader here, the amazing Uke Berry, and we'll have a special musical guest to be determined. They'll be next Thursday, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, over Happs, the network of now. So, on behalf of Jairus and Luis and Noah, this is Jim, thanking each and every one of you for spending your Thursday evening with us here on JS Live. Till next time, this is Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, bidding you a very pleasant good evening.
Thank you. It was awesome. Thank you.